Welcome, beautiful alchemists. This is Elina. I'm an energy healer, and I welcome you to my channel where we talk all about basically life through the lens of my work as an energy healer. I want to speak on something that I hear often where people say I have to elevate my frequency in order to speak to, let's say, my guardian angels or my spirit team, my spirit guides. It's how everybody names, they're basically their God aspects, okay, like their spiritual committee. I feel that there's a little bit this misconception that comes maybe even a little bit from religious brainwashing, where it's like I have to do X in order to become a certain way that is considered worthy or capable of connection to the divine. And I've been working with the angelic realms since many years now. I have also written a book called The Alchemy of Angelic Invocation, which is all about how to work with angels and archangels. And the book right now is not available, but it will be available again, because right now it's getting a upgrade, I would say. I'm adding things because the book was out in 2023 for the first time, and I took it down in order to add more things that have become more clear to me the last years. And so it will be available again. And for those who have bought the book and are like, how do I get the new updates? Just contact me through my website, and I will send you for free either a PDF version or a audiobook version, because I'm currently also working to put this like an audiobook situation out as well, as I'm aware many people are consuming information better through audio rather than reading it. So I wrote a whole book exactly because I wanted to show that speaking to your angels and really having a communication with spirit, it's not something that requires us to beat ourselves into shape or to wait until we feel better until we will speak to the divine. And many people, when they're dealing with difficulties, they're like, oh my gosh, I want to pray and ask for help, but I feel like I will not be heard because I'm so sad right now, so maybe my vibration is going to be low. And that's not true. That's not correct. I want to flag this here. In fact, what my spirit team has told me through the years is that it doesn't matter if you are low in vibration because you are navigating difficulty. If you speak to us, we will hear you due to going through difficulty. And maybe you're sad, maybe you're tired, you're sick, whatever. You might not be able to hear us, but we will hear you. Don't you have a doubt about that? And so in many cases, what I like to do when I am in times when, I feel down and out, and psychic attack is a phenomenon that I kind of speak often about. It's always coming into the conversation because I've had to deal with it so much through the years. And I've seen that when it's what's happening and it's not, just something of your own that you're navigating, it does tend to like bring you down. And that's the point of it also, to bring you down to the point where, when you feel like so sad, but you can't cry it out, or you feel like so down and that praying or doing energy work would help you elevate and still you can't get yourself to do it. This is usually a sign also of negative interference, and not always only shadow selves or aspects of the self, or refusing to be helped. And I say, even in those cases, at least make it a habit to at least say a few words, at least say a little something, and invite things in. I invite in, support. I invite in, a peaceful resolution for this and that. So speak. They will hear you. Your guides, your angels, they're always around us and they hear us. And when we are down and out, it's just that we can't receive their answers or their guidance. But that's also going to happen if you take care of yourself during these times. Like, what can you do to help you feel better? For me, something that helps to get me back into a receiving mode is, I will listen to brainwaves. Alpha brainwaves help me particularly. I know of other people, they're like, their go-to is maybe theta, focusing on the breath. Spend 30 minutes if you can, just focused only on the breath, and specifically on trying to put the breath in your belly. Really like this diaphragmatic breathing, really deep in the belly rather than up here in the chest. And imagine like when you are falling in your bed right before you fall asleep, where your body is completely relaxed and you notice that your belly is going up and down, up and down. This is diaphragmatic breathing. So try to bring yourself into such a relaxed state. And same as before you go to sleep, your body is almost doing it automatically because you're just in a relaxed state. Or if you see how babies are breathing, they're breathing in their belly when they sleep. And so this is really, I think, the point here when you are sitting in meditation, to focus on the breath and allow it to be deep. And that's regulating the nervous system, and that's exactly what we need. We need, the balancing of the stress hormones. If we're depressed, maybe like go out and put your bare feet on the soil, or swim if you have body of water close to you. If working out helps you shake off the energy, do that. Reading a good book. I'm not so much for like watch a movie because it's kind of like it tends to take you away from the moment, but when the movie is over, you kind of return to where you were. Go out in nature and read a book, have a salt bath, have a shower, and if you don't have a bathtub, put the salt here at the base of your neck and hold it for a while, and take another handful of salt and put it here on the front of your chest and hold the salt there. And if you can, put also like 2 handfuls of salt down at your feet and step with your feet on it, as you're holding also the salt here. And, when you feel a little better, just allow the water, to wash away the salt as well. So we can do things to help us feel better in the moment, to pop back into a receiving mode so that we can also, perceive our guardian angels, our spiritual guidance, but it doesn't matter whether we are high or low. If we speak to them, they hear us. That was the guarantee that I was given by my own spirit team when I was going through really terrible things. And so if you worry that because you are sad or sick that you cannot connect with your spirit team, don't worry about it. Speak to them and they will hear you. You might not be able to hear them back in that moment, but they have heard you, and give them your request. What is it that you need? Invite in, a peaceful resolution. Say, I give permission for divine intervention over my situation. Bring forth a peaceful resolution for this and that topic. So really just go ahead and speak to your spiritual committee and your angels and guides as if you would be speaking, let's say, to a delegate, a lawyer, someone that you would give them like a task, your assistant, your secretary, whatever. Hey, I have this issue. Sometimes you might have an inkling about what would be best. So you can ask for that outcome. Or what I like to do is, I like to mention the outcome that I can see from my present vantage point, what would be beneficial, but I also like to leave it open. Spirit has a way of seeing things from above in a manner where, there might be better solutions that we cannot even fathom. So I will usually say this or something better, please, or please bring about a peaceful resolution to this issue. This is what I wanted to share here today, and I hope you're all doing well, and I will see you next time here on Elina's Alchemy. Until then, if you feel called to, check also my Sacred Alchemist membership. There's €7 per month that you pay, but you get access to everything that I create, all of my classes and courses. And we have currently a class that is running, which is about doing energy healing and energy clearing for the land, clearing earthbound spirits, but also just negative energies from the home, the land, all sorts of stuff. I have pendulum dowsing mastery, so mastering your intuition. In the free resources area, a lot of tools, a lot of techniques and tips, and you will find there also a video that I did years ago about EFT, meridian tapping, which is also a great technique to use to help you regulate, and also for sacred healing baths, how to intentionally put together a healing bath that is going to be beneficial for you, depending on what it is that you need, how you need to sprouse up your energy. So, all right, my loves, I will see you soon. Goodbye for now.